Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Is the audio all good? I am just going to presume that the audio is perfectly fine here. Hello, hello. All right. How is everyone doing today? Hello, Lisa. Hello, hello, hello. This is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. All right. Welcome to the stream. My name is Yagi Riku, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Awesome. So, today, it's my debut stream. Woo! All right, cool. Let's get started off with some self-introductions, shall we? All right. All right, I have made this in PowerPoint. It is an excellent tool. All right, cool. Let's get started. So, as per self-introduced, my name is Yagi Riku. You can call me Riku or Yagi. Both is perfectly fine. All right. Now, I am the official ambassador of the Goat Kingdom. Yep, and it is, I am quite new to the job, so please, どうぞよろしくお願いします. Okay, yeah, essentially, it is with great regret that unfortunately in the human world, not many people has heard of our great country. And after many meetings and many agendas later, it is decided that as the representative of the Kingdom of Goats, I am going to debut as a VTuber to spread awareness of our great nation. Now, I am currently 7 years old. Now, this is in human years because, well, it takes about 3 years to just get a degree and also another 3 years just to finish everything else. That brings me to the slightly older spectrum of everything, which is 45 in human years. So you can call me a bit of an Oji-san. A Goat Kingdom it indeed is. We have grasses everywhere. Now, as long as we don't have to go into conflict with the Sheep Kingdom, everything is perfectly fine. And yeah, there are a lot of advantages of goats compared to sheep. We'll go over that later, but most importantly, we are much cooler and we're much better at climbing. That's important. That's very important. All right, now my date of birth is on the 14th of September, so 914. Nothing too significant, but I do hope that I'll be able to reach our goals by my next birthday, which should be very exciting indeed, and that gives us pretty much close to 11 months. Awesome, let's move on. All right, cool. I have to give out some special thanks to my mama and papa, Kanira and Howdy. They made me look awesome. Yeah, special thanks to Mama and Papa, and they've actually helped me quite a bit in coming along and teaching me along the ropes of how to get the thing started, essentially. And I actually reached out to Mama approximately, I would say, about 4 months ago at this point. Now they're both on a very busy schedule, and it is quite some work to get it started, but I'm glad that they took the time out of the day to get everything working out for me. And I gotta say, when I first received the draft from Mama, I was absolutely in love. Ching! Look how awesome I looked. That is just absolutely beautiful. And look at the white horns, those beautiful shining horns. You have no idea how hard it is to get those immaculately maintained horns. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Yeah, it is. I'm so happy with it. Words cannot express my happiness when I first open it up and start running with it. It is awesome. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next up, shall we? All right, what do I like? And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. There's so many things that I like, so I am only going to be listing out the things that I absolutely love here. Let's get started. All right, so I realized that I have probably made a whoopsie. The whoopsie being, I think I forgot. This is golden. I think I forgot to add the chat box onto the overlay. This is awkward. Let's get that fixed through straight away, shall we? All right, cool. How do I do this again? Oh, this is how you know that I'm definitely have never done this before. All right, add YouTube chat box. All right. fingers crossed that this works now. But I don't know if this works not. Wait, no, it's definitely not gonna work. Alright, let's do some emergency maintenance on stream, shall we? Alright, give me about literally a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I also don't know the technology. I don't know all the technology. Let's just fix it on live. This is so fun. I love this app, honestly. This is why you should probably be prepared. One of my friends was like, "Hey Yagi, let's have a look over it for you." I was like, "Yeah, sure, come over and I'll make you some food and we can hang out a bit." But unfortunately, that never got happened. So I think I need to add a new source for this. Chat box 2. Alright, the width. Alright, I need to put the height at fairly low, I think. It's okay, Lisa, you'll be fine. You'll do this. You absolutely ace this. Unlike me, unlike poor Yagi, he has to fix this on stream. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, I think I got this working now. I don't know. I've never tested this before, which in hindsight, I probably should have. But let's get started with what I love. First of all, is going to be cooking. Yes, I love cooking. I do hate doing dishes though, but cooking, it's fun. One of my favorite hobbies on a weekend would be to look up a recipe that is probably way out of my skill league, and then just go ham on it. It's probably going to take up half the day. It's going to create a mess in the kitchen, but I get rewarded with some reasonably not suspicious tasting food. And yeah, and also half a kitchen to clean up. And some pictures to post on socials. Alright, moving on. Alright, next up, video games. Of course I love video games. I have been playing video games since I was a mere baby. Or should I say, a kid. Now, yeah, video games. I probably started getting into video games a very long time ago. All the way back, I would say in Yagi High School, I would say. These days, unfortunately, due to the busy jobs of being an ambassador, it gets quite difficult. Oh yes, but look, it's the thing is that if you practice a recipe long enough, I feel like you would be more proficient at it, which is awesome. But for us who's just basically really interested in the process of cooking itself, once you've done a recipe like 2 or 3 times, you move on to something new, something bigger, something more exciting. And then by the end of it, it's just like, I never really get to practice on this one. I still suck at making it. But hey, it always helps to have a few that's like super fancy and you can always show it off when friends come over. Alright, moving back to video games. I've been playing video games since I was a mere kid and I still do so today. Now, I have actually more or less stopped gaming for a little bit for the last, I would say, about 12 months or so, partially due to my job as an ambassador and also partially due to the number of times that I have to move. Now, I purchased this new PC probably about in February, but then I had to move twice and the whole thing was a huge hassle. And I did not set up the PC all the way until about a month ago. So that's like 7 months of a perfectly usable brand new PC just sitting in the packaging box. And now it's working and I'm excited to play some new games. Alright, moving on to the next one. Sleeping. Yes, sleeping. Now, sleep and rest is very important for both health, growth, and relaxation. I know people around me who only sleep for about 5-6 hours a day and they are perfectly functional. And I say, no, sir, that is not possible for this Yagi here. Alright, if I sleep during weekdays on average less than 7 hours, I would have to make it all back over the weekend. And sometimes I will literally sleep through 80 to 90% of a Saturday just to feel refreshed. I don't know if that's healthy or not, now that I think about it. Alright, let's move on. Hello, Eve. Welcome. Alright, next hobby, figurine collections. I love collecting figurines. No. You have arrived just in time, my friend. You have arrived just in time. Alright, figurine collections. I love collections. I probably spent too much money on my collections, but I guess the first time I started collecting figurines was when I visited Japan, the land of Sakura, a few years ago. That was during one of my trips with my friends, and we went to Akiba. Now, I already was a big anime fan back then, but I never really thought of getting into figurine collection. But the first time I walked into a shop, I saw this awesome Konosuba figurine, and I thought to myself, I gotta have it. I need to have it. And that is a slippery slope that I have never managed to recover since. I probably currently have enough figurine to decorate an entire bookshelf. But that's also kind of because I haven't really been collecting anything for a little bit of time now. But once I get back to it, well, let's hope that I don't go overboard in the future. Alright, let's move on. Anime! Yes. Anime is awesome. Not all of it, but there is so much good anime out there that if there are people who don't watch anime or dismiss them, trust me, there is so many different animes out there. You will 100% find something that you like. Now for me, I started watching anime roughly the same time I started playing video games. I would still remember back then when we have absolutely terrible internet, and I would take a hard drive to the school library and download episodes there and take it home to watch. Oh man, bad internet. Those were the days, eh? Alright, moving on. Welcome Kanayagi. Welcome. Sorry, I didn't notice the chat. My bad. I am still trying to navigate myself through this complex system, which hopefully I'll be fine. You have that is like a perfect analogy for this. But unfortunately, there's still so many people out there that say it's like, I'm sure I can recommend you something that you like. Tell me what TV shows you like. Let me recommend you something. Alright. Alright, moving on. Oh, next up, board games. I love playing board games. It is so fun. Now, you can never get the amazing graphic details of video games. Well, actually no. Real life, the game has pretty amazing graphics. Just really boring storyline. And not that many things spectacular to see. Unless you pay money for it. Like at a national park. Or something like that. Anyways, board games. I love board games. My current go-to addiction is Settlers of Catan. I love that game. I love collecting resources. I love bartering on the table and trying to convince people to give me favorable trade, or trying to convince people to form alliances. Now, I think Settlers of Catan is one of those games that every single diplomat needs to learn because we make the best trades, the greatest trades. All right, cool. I also enjoy playing D&D as well. I played 2 campaigns back during the Great Lockdown period with friends and absolutely enjoyed it. And I played a level 4 human warrior known as Forrest. And his special ability is that he runs very fast and he charges in first. He's a great guy. All right, let's move on. Of course, traveling. Now, haven't been doing that quite as much lately, but I love traveling around the human world. And essentially checking places out. Makes me immersed with the culture and I get to see what everyday people's life are then. Chess. I suck at it. I like it, but I suck at it. I'm really bad at chess. I think when I first started learning chess, my grandpa completely thrashed me. My classmates completely thrashed me. Everyone thrashed me. I managed to find this chess partner at one point where I would have a 50-50 chance of beating them. And that 50-50 soon turned to 10-90. Look, I love games and I don't consider myself a salty loser, but it is not very fun when you can never win at a game. And Ouija board. You will soon get to see why Ouija board is probably not something for me. Alright. Moving on. What do I like? Of course, I do enjoy writing quite a bit. Now, I have written some fanfics and have posted them online before. Now I look back at them with cringe. I cannot read through more than a page of what I have written 3 or 4 years ago. I pronounce it as Ouija board, but Ouija board sounds like a very fun variation of the whole thing. Okay. Alright, moving on. Writing, yes, I have previously written some fanfics and I have posted them online and it was decently well received, but now I look back on them with cringe. But I still enjoy writing every now and then, except I don't have a good writing habit. I do hope that in the future, someday, before I retire as ambassador, before my retirement, or actually during my retirement, because I have tons of time then, to write my own fantasy fiction and then have it published. That would be pretty awesome. Yes, the Toonie bill is strong in this one. Alright, cool. Last thing. Yes, money. I love money. Money's awesome. Currency is awesome. I have, unfortunately, a lot of expensive habits. Figuring's expensive. Traveling expensive. Getting new PC is expensive. Buying board games, surprisingly, is not cheap as well. I can totally imagine D&D, like a full D&D figuring set, absolutely bankrupt someone, and let's not get into Warhammer. Yes, I love money. I love having money, I love talking about money, and I love budgeting about money, which is kind of weird because that kind of means that I do love both the exciting parts and the boring parts of money. Yeah, I think about taxes all the time. I think about budgeting all the time. I do my budget, and then I never follow through. Not very healthy, but that does not stop my passion. Okay, moving on, shall we? Favorite games. Okay, so eating money is, well, it depends. I mean, there's a lot of ink on it. It's not very healthy for our stomach, but it is a suitable choice of food if it's needed for sustenance purposes, not for taste. I would not do cooking money on, I would never be cooking money. Only for emergency rations, like Paimon. All right, cool. Favorite video games. Well, if someone has to ask me what my favorite video game is of all time, I'm going to tell them it is The Witcher 3. CD Projekt Red has outdone themselves on this one. The gameplay is decently fun. Story is amazing. One of the best open worlds I have explored. And those mad lads at CD Projekt Red were full on releasing full games like Blood and Wine as a DLC. What kind of company does that? What kind of modern gaming publishing company does that? Awesome. Let's move on. If you're saying as if you've tasted Paimon before, can you give a description of the taste, the texture? Yeah, I that's questionable. Questionable. Alright, moving on. I love the Soul series. I have played, well, not all of them, majority of the Soul series. I have played through Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and also Bloodborne. I have yet to play Elden Ring or Sekiro, but I do hope to play them in the near future. I actually started the entire Soul series with Dark Souls 2. I died about 250 times on my first run, which the game has very helpfully set up a counter for me to track. And I've beaten the game with like a very heavy armor build, and I still didn't learn to dodge until all the way Dark Souls 3. Speedrunning Sekiro takes skills. Do I look like the type of person with skills? Think about it. Actually, no. I might give it a shot. But I am planning to play Elden Ring very soon, which is very exciting. Alright, moving on. Genshin Impact. This is probably the game that I have played the most because I did not have a PC for a very long time. I still log on pretty much every day. I am AR60 and I am one of the veteran players, I would say, if I say so myself. My favorite character is Big Daddy Zhongli, and yeah, I've been playing this game for way too long, and I probably spent way too much money on it. Yeah, kind of contradicts my previous statement about liking money, but I guess I love gacha more. Let's move on from there. Paimon Taste of Media Dirt. That is curious. Let's not talk about constellations. Okay, I made it. It's C6. I C6 strongly. At the cost of everything. I almost went starving. Health. Goat ambassador pays not a lot. Alright, let's move on. Yes, Civilization series. Mostly Civilization 5. I don't know. I have very mixed feeling about this because at the same time, I love it. I also don't love it. But I have spent close to 1,000 hours on Steam on Civ 5 and about 250 hours on Civ 6. So I cannot deny that I love this game just from the amount of time that I spent on it. No, I'm not that rich to be pulling that much on Weapons Banner. Weapons Banner is a trap. It's a trap, I tell you. In saying that, I have just gone against my own advice and pulled a ton on the Weapons Banner not too long ago. It is an absolute... Well, I'm not going to call it an absolute disaster, but I am probably going to upload the footage once I learn how editing works. Alright, cool. Let's move on. Alright, I also enjoy playing City Skyline. In fact, most city building games I really like. There is something just very satisfying about building houses. Probably because there's not that many houses in the Yagi Kingdom. The Kingdom Goats. We mostly live in, well, caves. But we do have internet, electricity, water, and gas connected. So that's fine. That is fine. Yes, you will soon see how much of an absolute disaster it is. Thank you for reminding me, Eve. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, probably. That was... You'll see. Alright, moving on. Oh, yes. And I absolutely adore the Borderlands series. I played 1, 2, and 3 through. I have played 1 and 2 through multiple times. And Tiny Tina is my favorite character. And Tiny Tina's Raid on the Dragon Keep is my favorite DLC. I played through that DLC so many times. It is awesome. Look, I am not going to be bringing in a real club on stream. It is way too dangerous. And I don't have something that I can smash. Wait, why am I smashing things? Exactly, that is why I will never bring a real club on stream. Maybe a knife, but that's for cooking. You get the idea. Alright, moving on. Games that I want to try. So these are the games that I wanted to try. I know I'll probably love them, but I never got the time to play them. Now, some of you will consider this an absolute travesty, but I have not played Breath of the Wild. And I want to play it. I'm sorry to all Breath of the Wild fans. I will play this game. Eventually. I just didn't have time. Or a PC. For a very long time. So there's that. And Divinity. Specifically, Divinity Original Sins 2. I have heard that every single Dungeons & Dragons fan will love this game. So I am going to take it with a grain of salt and give that a try. Awesome. Let's move on. Favorite anime. Yes, as I have said, I have watched a lot of anime throughout the years, and I have picked out my favorite ones. Now, how do I put this? This list is definitely not exclusive because there are a lot that I also like, but I can't possibly just list everything on here. Yes, I'm 100% going to try Breath of the Wild. I so badly want to play that game, but unfortunately it was released at a time when I was extremely busy, and then my old PC blew up, and I was left without a gaming PC for about a year and a half. So yeah, I'm definitely going to try it once I get to it. Moving on. Favorite anime. Yep, this is my favorite anime of all time. It is very dark, but it is so well written. So well written. Fate Zero. That's probably one of the first anime that I have watched, and it set up very high expectations for everything else that came later. Yeah. I never got into the Fate franchise as much, but Fate Zero is just... If you have not watched it, watch it. The animation quality is still top-notch. And yeah, I don't know about Kile. What kind of person Sims for Kile. What kind of person Sims for Kile? I do have the figurines. I do have a couple of figurines. I have I forgot how to call them now, but those, those mini figurines, those mini ones for every one of the servants there. I also have. I still can't get over that. You think I'm a Kile Sim. But yes, I also have a figurine for a very large scale figurine for Saber. Kanaegi, are you potentially confusing Kile for another character? I mean, that guy is the king, the absolute king of backstabs. Unless you are talking about Kiritsugu, which I do have a figurine of him. Papa Emiya, even though his methods are questionable. Anyways, let's move on. Konosuba! I love Konosuba. I love Konosuba. I love every bit of Konosuba. I loved the first 2 seasons. I've watched the movie, absolutely loved it. And season 3 is coming out as well. Well, I hope it's coming out. I hope there's no changes to plans. Aqua is a lovable idiot that I adore, and Megumin is everyone's explosion expert, and Darkness is, well, Darkness. For the people out there who like Darkness and Darkness is their favorite character, you know why. And our boy, Kazuma. He is awesome. Alright, moving on. Psycho Pass. Well, this is another one that is kind of dark, but extremely well written. Yeah, I like the whole dystopia thing. It's awesome. Go! Steins Gate, another one. It seems like all of my favorite animes kind of came out a while ago, but who can forget Steins Gate if you have watched it? It is the writing, the characters, and the twist towards the end. It is awesome. And it has arguably one of the best endings out of any animes that I've seen. So, yeah. And Anohana. Now, Anohana is a bit of an interesting one because I can't really say for sure that Anohana is my favorite out of its genre, which is anime that is soul-wrenching and makes you cry until 2 a.m. in the morning. But it is definitely one of the first that I watched, and it is definitely one of the anime that left the most impact among its genre. So I am putting it up on here. And One Punch Man. One Punch Man is awesome. Extremely awesome production quality. The best characters. And there's not much more to say. Alright, cool. Moving on. Animes that I am looking forward to watching, but I have not watched yet. So, Gintama. I have been recommended Gintama by a lot of people, a lot of times. I do kind of want to watch it, but there is hundreds of episodes. Hundreds! There's hundreds! Eventually, I'll watch it when I have the time. Eventually, I promise. Moving on, yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is a bit embarrassing, but as an anime fan, I should have watched this classic a long time ago, but I've watched the first 2 episodes. I don't know if that counts. It's just that being ambassador is busy, you know? It's busy. Yes, Kanagi. I have heard the same, and I've heard a lot of good things from everyone. Moving on, Shinsekai Yori. This one's an interesting one. I have heard of this anime from a few recommendation lists. The plot and the setting is something that I'm very much looking forward to. The art style is something that I like a lot as well, and it also has a really good original light novel. It's definitely something I'm going to give it a shot, and fingers crossed that I love it. And last but definitely not least, Kaguya-sama Love is War. Yeah, I heard that this is probably the highest level of being faithful to the original, but still have a really good production value in terms of anime. I've heard so many praises about Kaguya-sama. I've watched a lot of the Kaguya clips on YouTube, but I have yet to actually start properly watching it yet. It is... I should really get onto it, shouldn't I? Yes, I will watch it. Moving on. Dislikes. These are the things that I absolutely hate. Yes, there's not many of them, but I hate them with every inch of my heart. Every millimeter of my heart. I hate it. I hate these things. Let's get started. Oh, ReZero. I actually really enjoy ReZero. My only issue with it... No, actually, no, it's not really an issue considering that a lot of the other anime like Mushoku Tensei also have it. Okay, the only issue I have with ReZero, it's not really an issue, but I have read some really fascinating web novels that has a very similar concept. What do you mean I don't have that many millimeters? Excuse me, a goat heart is very healthy, very big, and it pumps a lot of blood. Alright. Yeah, the thing is I have seen some of its concepts being carried out really well in other works before I watched ReZero. So I really love the show. The only thing is that it's not like, wow, Yagi, this is the best anime you've ever watched. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, moving on. Alright, I hate snakes. There's no going around it. I absolutely detest snakes, and I am dead frightened of it. If I see a picture of a snake, I will probably freak out. Back when Yagi was just a little goat, going around grazing nearby the creeks, I saw something in the waters which I thought was very colorful, and I decided to try to pick it up. It was a snake! It's a snake all along! It's a snake all along! It did not bite me, but it traumatized me for life. And a couple of years later, just because you love snake doesn't mean I have to. Snakes are horrifying. They're horrifying. And the other time, I did try to conquer my fear of snakes a while back when I visited a zoo and I was given the okay to touch the snakes. I almost passed out, but I kind of petted the little guy a little bit. So I thought that would be a healthy recovery from my PTSD. But that guy, that monster, decided to put the entire snake on my shoulder. I collapsed. And I started to cry like uncontrollably. And I think my fear only got worse since then. So yes. See, the horn at least is a self-defense mechanism. If a snake wants to mess with me, actually no, I'll probably run. I'm not gonna fight a snake. Let's move on. Early starts, early mornings, whatever you call it, I don't like it. If I have to wake up before 7:30 a.m., You will not see a happy Yagi. It will not be a happy Yagi indeed. Why is... No snakes. Why do you all like snakes? What's the appeal in them? They're long, they're nice, slimy. They look scary. They're very beautiful, but they're scary. Alright, but moving back. Early starts. If I have to wake up before 7:30 in the morning, you know that I will not be happy. I usually wake up like 9:30. Lucky that we have pretty flexible work in the embassy, and if Yagi starts a little bit later, he is not going to be scolded for it. Moving on. Jump scares. This is why I can't handle horror movies. Maybe because I haven't been exposed enough to it, but I get scared pretty easily. I am not a coward, I swear, but jump scares, I can't handle them. They are too frightening. Yes, and that is why I hate school. Early starts. That is why I hate school. At one point, I had to wake up about 5:30 to 6 o'clock every morning. And yep, absolutely hated it. This is why I'm not going back to school, guys. I'm not going back to school. Well, with the lifespan of a goat, I probably won't. It's probably not feasible for me to go back to school anyway. Imagine going back to school for 3 years, and then I'll be 11, and a goat's lifespan is like 16 years. What use is it? I want to retire early. I want to retire. Jump scares are only fun if you're watching someone getting jump scared, and that is my theory on the whole thing, and that is my conclusion. Wait, Lisa, are you saying that I'm obliged to play horror games? I'm not, right? Surely I'm not obliged to play horror games. Please no. Please don't make me play horror games. Please no. Don't do it. I have VR. I have a VR headset. I got jump scared in the VR headset while playing Skyrim. Skyrim. I think I might die. And my body will be turned into barbecue by whatever, but if you ever see on the news that the GOAT ambassador has died of a heart attack with a VR headset attached to his face, you know why. Yes, I have a VR headset, and at one point I was forced to play Phasmophobia by my friends, and let's say that I ran out screaming out of the room before any jump scare actually started happening. Alright, let's move on. Let's move on. Slimy stuff. I do not like slimy stuff. I do not like natto. I do not like okra. They are... Ew, the texture is just not fun. Not fun at all. I don't know how to work with them in terms of food. I don't know what to do when I touch slimy stuff. I just want to wash them off. I'm just... no slimy stuff. No slimy stuff. Look, when you're down at a dungeon in VR and a skeleton shows up right in your face swinging a sword at you, you will be jump scared. You will be jump scared. Look, everything can be horror if it's played in VR. For me, at least. I'd like to reiterate that I'm not a scaredy cat. Or scaredy goat for that matter. Moving on. Bitter food. Yes, I do not like bitter food. I don't know why people like it. But things like bitter melon. Actually, it's 90% bitter melon. I hate bitter melon I hate bitter melon. But sometimes Yagi's parents will be like, Yagi! Riku-chan, this bitter melon. It's good for you. The food is good for you. No. It tastes horrible. I will never eat it of my own accord. Unless I'm forced to. Yes, a lot of things are horror to me. A lot of things. Alright, moving on. Grass. I hate grass. This does not mean that I don't touch grass. This does not mean that I don't like grass as food. Coffee is a special exception, actually. I enjoy coffee after a very long time. I have grown addicted to coffee at one point. It's bitter, but it's the good kind of bitter. Okay, maybe this is not very well thought out. I love coffee. But yes, I hate grass. And I like grass as a food. I occasionally touch grass. Better things. There are so much better things in the human world to eat than grass. Remember, we can eat everything. Goats, we eat everything. But yes, I am, unfortunately, slightly allergic to grass. This is like being allergic to your own tears, but I am slightly allergic to grass. If a neighbor is mowing the lawn, or if I'm in the grass processing place, where they get tons of grass and they just cut them up and start prepping them for food, I cry. Tears, just can't stop. I would cry, I would sneeze, I'll be like, no, this is horrible. Yeah, it's... Hey, I've been in the human world for a very long time and I've learned some fine food. My favorite food is probably eggs, to be honest. Imagine a goat eating eggs. Alright, cool. Yeah, I actually need to take meds when the time comes. It's not fun. It's not fun. And there's so much grass around me as well. There's so much grass. Alright, cool. Moving on. Goals. What is Yagi hope to achieve? Of course, the number one goal is to make benefit of the glorious nation of Kingdom of Goats. We want to put the word out there that we are an awesome country. We're open up for tourism. Come move over here if you want to. We're a friendly bunch. But to achieve that, well, not many people know about us, so we are mostly hoping to spread our influence. And this is why Yagi Riku is gonna be an idol. Anyways, as a spokesperson, I am hoping to achieve the following. Looks, it's perfectly fine if you don't like something that you need to survive. Actually, no, is it perfectly fine? It's probably not, is it? What am I saying? First of all, reach 1,000 subscribers. Yes, this is the first step, and if we can get there, that would be pretty sick. Imagine 1,000 people who have seen the videos and the streams that I put up and decide that, hey, this guy is pretty cool. Let's subscribe to him and see what else he has to offer as potential writing there. Awesome. Cool. Moving on. Next goal. Improve my Japanese. Now, this is the next language that I am hoping to learn. Thank you for loving my sexy voice. I know that this goat has a very sexy voice, I guess. Yes, but Elisa, think about it this way. If you can drink your favorite drink for eternity and don't have to worry about health problems or money, do you prefer water or your favorite drink? See my point there? But yeah, I guess being allergic to water is kind of bad. Woohoo! Well, if you need me to survive, am I considered staple? Staple food? Wait, no, Yagi's not a food. Goats are friends, not food. Okay? Goats are friends, not food. It is absolutely sickening how some of the food preparation places do that. Goats are friends, not food. Moving on from there. Improved Japanese. Yes, I am hoping to learn my next language, which is Japanese. I have what you would call how do I put this? A basic level of understanding from watching way too much anime. So I'm hoping to go through some official learning programs, really improve on the vocabulary and reading abilities, and see how I go. You know, it never hurts to learn something else. And imagine if we can set up an embassy in Japan as well. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Cool. Let's move on. Excuse me. Yakiniku is okay. It's awesome food, but please don't make me a part of the yakiniku, please. Please. Alright, cool. Moving on. And next step is to learn how Twitter works. Now, I originally planned to start streaming without any social media. In fact, I have prepped for a lot of this work well ahead of time, but I have been informed that it's probably best to start up some sort of social media, mostly Twitter, and network with people and just try to get myself out there, you know? But, yeah, it's still a very much dark and confusing place to me, and I don't know what's going on there half the time. I don't know what formats everyone's using. And why is everyone posting not safe for work stuff up there? I thought they're... Look, let's just move on with it. I don't understand, but maybe I should. Exactly, Twitter is weird. Twitter's weird. But we'll learn. We will learn. Alright, moving on. Upcoming streams. So this is gonna be what I am going to be streaming. Now, the plan is to be doing 2 streams a week and maybe a total of 4 to 5 hours to start off with. Being ambassador is quite busy, but I will make time. Maybe we can build on that later and see how comfortable I am with the technology and how stuff works. So, first things first. Genshin Impact! I play this game way too much anyway. Might as well stream it, right? I have actually not played the newest Archon Quest, and I am planning to play it on stream next week. I heard that it's fairly long, so we'll see if we can finish it in one sitting. If not, that's alright. We can split it up. We can always split it up. Moving on. Elden Ring! This has been a long time coming. I bought the game as it came out, but I have not played it yet. So anyone who... I'm actually going to this entirely fresh. I have watched the trailers. I have seen very limited spoilers. I have not watched anyone do a Let's Play on this. I have not watched any videos from Vati Video on the lore theory, so it's been a long time coming. Anyone who wants to watch me suffer and die like hundreds of times, this is the content you've been looking for. Does liking goat count as furry? I guess. We don't have furs though. We have a very, very short coat. Oh wait, other animals also have very short coat and still count as furry. I guess. This is getting into territory that I'm not very familiar with. Do as you like. Do as you like, Kaneki. It's okay. Release. Be free with what you like. Alright, moving on. Duolingo. Yes, I am going to be learning Japanese through Duolingo. I think that there is like this initial test that you can do to see how proficient you are. I am actually quite curious to find out what my Japanese is like. Yeah. All right. That is pretty much everything. I don't know if hair is the deciding factors. We have a coat. Probably we have a lot less hair than our nosy neighbor sheeps. We don't have those wolves, which makes us a lot cooler in the summer. I guess it's fur? Ooh, Eve, you have gave up on Japanese Duolingo. What happened? What happened there? Well, I guess that Duolingo is... the thing is, I don't know if it works or not. I've heard both good and bad things about it, but hey, if I at least get started, it's going somewhere, right? Yeah, the email from Duolingo, I have heard about that as well. You do not want to see a naked goat. We're very pink. We're very, very pink. Fair enough, getting bored of it is also always a really good reason as well. Cool. Alright, that is that for the self-introduction for today. And I do have some special program coming out of it, coming out next. And yeah, give me just a moment to prepare and... A, B, C, D, E. Excuse me, but I do not have any offspring. Unfortunately, this goat does not have any offspring, so... Cooking. Probably. I might do a video. I'm not sure about live stream cooking because it just seems such a hassle to set up, but but I might record myself making one of my wacky dishes and upload it and see how it goes. You started taking uni courses in Japanese before they added to Duolingo. Yeah, I guess that taking Japanese in uni is, having a proper course is like, I guess it's always going to be better structured because I've actually tried out the Japanese Duolingo very briefly a while ago and they seem fairly simple and I never really got up to anywhere else, but we'll see. Maybe it gets a bit more productive from that point onwards. But hey, if I learn Japanese from it properly, you know that Duolingo works. Hey, Duolingo should make me a sponsor. Be my sponsor, Duolingo. I'll work hard to learn Japanese so you can have a good case. All right, cool. I am going to be taking some water, a brief break. I will be right back. And there is going to be some singing. Yes, there's going to be singing. I hope you guys appreciate my voices because it's going to be a goat singing. Anything can happen. All right, be right back, guys. And I am back. I'm back, guys. Promise I'm back. Yes, what do I even use Skull for? Mostly for nefarious activities. No. This is... I am not incriminating myself on stream. It's fake. Guys, I swear. The skull's fake. It's not a real skull. It is not a real skull. I promise you guys. Please don't investigate me. Please don't search my house. You will not find what you're looking for. Okay, so following up, I am going to be singing. Now, I don't know how YouTube copyright works. I am scared to use any backup soundtrack. So my method of doing this is actually, essentially, I downloaded a free MIDI file of the instrumentals of the song. It's a fake skull. Don't worry about it. Yes, I have downloaded a MIDI file, free MIDI file, and then I have edited it so that it's like semi-original. Not really that original. And I am going to try to sing along to that. Now, what song can it possibly be? I think fans of this song will know when they know, if that makes sense. Okay, let's bring this back up and we shall get going. Actually, let me take a sip of water. I don't want to kill my throat on this. By the way, I'm only doing one song. I've actually been practicing for about, I would say like an hour before I started the stream. And my throat is like, and after all this talking, my throat is semi-ruined. Not fun. Not very fun at all. All right. Here it goes. Ooh, you are my fire, the one desire, believe when I say I want it that way, but we are two worlds apart. Can't reach to your heart when you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, your one desire? Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Now I can see that we've fallen apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah. No matter distance, I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are You are, you are. Don't wanna hear you. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way. Alright. Chills, guys. Literal chills. Literal chills, guys. Woo! Hopefully my goat voice didn't break up too much, and that it was pleasurable to hear for the human ear. Alright guys, that is the final program that I have prepared for you guys today. I promise that I will do more meaty sing-alongs if my voice permits it. To be honest, I am my voice breaks very easily when singing, so I try not to challenge any of the more difficult songs, but I just knew I had to do it. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I knew I had to do this one. Yes, Eve, you understood the reference. You have understood the reference indeed. Yes, no more talking about the skulls anymore. It's perfectly legal. I can make a statement that the skull is legal. Alright guys, thank you so much. Thank you guys all so much for coming along and joining my stream. It means a lot to me to see you guys in the chat box just interacting, and I am not seeing the I want it that way to an empty crowd. It means so much to me. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Awesome. Well, I will be releasing my stream schedule fairly shortly after this, and I will see you guys next time. I love you all. See ya. The skull is not a mystery. It's legal.